When you are raising your baby chicks, you're going to end up with a utility lamp like this. Sometimes the ones you'll get at the store might be good for a 150 watt bulb, but if you're raising them at a colder time of year where you're most likely going to need a 250 watt bulb, you'll want to make sure that you've got one that's got a ceramic or porcelain heating element and that's rated to take a 250 watt bulb so that you don't get any fire trouble. And then you'll want to make sure that you've got a secure way to rig up your cord. And some people will end up using the clamp or figuring out another way to raise this heat lamp up and down as they need to, or make a little bracket coming out from a wall for it so that as they get bigger or if the temperatures change, you can raise and lower the heat lamp. They often also come with a guard at the bottom, but in addition to this, you would definitely want to have chicken wire or the metal hardware cloth on top of the box so that if this light does fall, it just falls on metal and it doesn't fall into your bedding and with your baby chicks. The bulb that you're often going to use is a 250 watt bulb that's red. And the reason it's red is because it's going to be on day and night for sometimes as much as 4 to 6 weeks. So you want something that's as soothing to them as possible. There are also some ceramic heat emitter bulbs that people use. So as they're getting older, you might get one that's 100 or 150 watts and it'll emit some heat, but it won't emit any light because it's meant for reptiles. It's something that will use less electricity, but it is a more expensive bulb. So sometimes it's a thing that a breeder or somebody who's regularly going to be raising chicks might use, but it might be more expensive for you than for home use. But the red light, you can use a white one, but this will just be a little less stressful for them, which can be helpful. And one other thing relating to them outside would be that the ceramic heat emitter could also be used if you had, for example, a 60 watt one outside in the winter. And there are some that are cool to the touch. So you could plan to have it in your coop during the most extreme cold spells in the winter and it would emit a little bit of heat, but it wouldn't put out any light that would stress them out and could be a way that you would have a second dual purpose bulb.